Hello everybody, Sean the Godzilla here, back with another video from CinemaSins. And all you Avengers fans that watched Infinity War and liked it, oh ho ho, you're in for one hell of a ride, guys. And before we start, I watched it and I actually liked it. So, CinemaSins, you can suck on this Godzilla cock. Just saying. You've literally pissed me off to where I've said that. That's the only... well... I've said it to not to exactly myself, but I said it in my mind to a lot of people that anger me in my life. Well, actually not in my life, mainly when I was getting pissed off at Raven Queen. I was like, you can go suck on my fucking Godzilla cock, you low life badass. But anyways, Raven Queen is another video. We'll deal with her in another video. More during the daytime. It's night where I'm at. "22 minutes or less." You're lying. That's 23 minutes and 3 seconds.
Even for giving the 9 seconds a black screen, this logo takes up 34 seconds for one goddamn studio. Thanos supposedly kills...
Oh, and that's a sin. Is that literally a bad thing? Or is that a good thing? Because it's showing basically comics and stuff. And then showing you the logo of Marvel Studios. Wow, you douchebag.
Half of the people he encounters. So is this half of what was left of Asgard? Because it looks like a whole lot more. I'm also wondering, since Asgard lost so many at the hands of Cate Blanchett in Thor Part 3, does Thanos update what constitutes 50% population of a planet? Or should we give him a pass since he couldn't possibly know the devastation Asgard just went through? The Tesseract, or your brother's head. This 2 hour and 30-minute incomplete movie where...
Okay. Why? What time is it? It is 2:52 a.m. Why is this man so much of a good guy? No, he's actually a literal fucking prick.
Thanos locates all the Infinity Stones is only necessary so that Thanos can snap half the universe's population to death, just so he can be lazy. All this trouble he's going through to find Infinity Stones. He could have traveled planet to planet and did this job faster, like 6 years ago, when we were introduced to him in the first Avengers. We don't have the Tesseract. It was destroyed on Asgard. If Thor doesn't send Loki down into Odin's trophy room at the end of Thor the Third, does the Tesseract survive it and float around in space? And does Thanos' quest end when he realizes he can't possess the Space Stone? Does the snap only produce impotent sparks at that point? It's a hypothetical, I grant, but I'm sending it anyway. We have the Hulk. Why does Hulk hold back during the battle while Thanos destroys the Asgardian ship until the end when Loki says we have a Hulk? What the fuck was he doing before then? Thanos destroys Hulk with only one stone in his glove. Later, with many stones in the glove, his punch will be held by super angry Captain America, after going toe-to-toe with Iron Man on Titan for a good bit. And the power distribution / comparisons in the MCU have never felt more squirrely than in this movie. Also, where's Valkyrie? Valkyrie should have at least been shouted out in this movie. Thank Odin Valkyrie got half my people away to safety, is all Thor had to say later. Just who the f*** is this guy? We've sat through 18 goddamn films, and if I'm remembering correctly, 75% of the MCU has been Thanos bitching about traffic on the freeway, and we haven't once been introduced to these powerful f***s that follow him around or why he needs them. Find them, my children, and bring them to me.
Okay, this guy's just getting fucking stupid. Literally, in the comments below, write down who you think is the worst. Do you think Dylan the Hacker is the worst? Or Raven Queen's the worst? Or this guy, CinemaSins, is the worst? Just down in the comments, who do you think is the worst? Because I think I have my high vote on who's the worst is CinemaSins right now. Literally.
Sure, put Infinity Stone retrieval in the hands of your henchmen. That worked so well in the 39 other movies. Didn't you literally grumble, fine, I'll do it myself? Oh no, Loki's gonna die again, like in Thor the Dark World, which definitely means he's probably not dead. And even if he is, I'm sending it anyway, because that Dark World scene did not get sent enough. In previous movies, we were told...
So wait, you went... what? Hang on. Guys, just bear with me. You will thank me for this. You'll thank me. CinemaSins, no. What is it called? Thor Dark World? Hey, Ragnarok was good. Oh my god, there it is. And then he does one on the original. And then he does one on Ragnarok. Ragnarok was not that bad. Ragnarok was pretty good. I've seen Ragnarok.
Hulk and Banner have different memories, so how does Banner remember the Hulk alone knows? Tony Stark, famous Avenger, is running around Central Park, and nobody's bothering him. This guy is more famous than any president or celebrity in history. Tony Stark? Do normal people see this? Well...
Oh, this motherfucker is actually starting to piss me off.
I know New Yorkers are up on their Avengers knowledge. I'm not quite so sure they've been informed about the masters of the mystic arts.
Big Bang sent 6 elemental crystals huddling across the virgin universe.
If the universe is infinite, or at least close to it, then these stones were sent in directions that should have guaranteed no one could ever combine them all, just based on sheer math. Also, why 6?
2 weeks ago, Vision turned off his transponder.
Well, I don't know how many... Well, you don't have 6 hands. But how many holes are in the glove that the gems are supposed to fit in? Guess what? Oh, look, it's 6. Maybe think before you be a fucking dumbass. And maybe you should just enjoy a movie while it's there. Because heck, maybe when a war bursts out, we may not ever have movies ever again. And then hell may break loose. Who knows?
He's offline.
Okay, if he had a fucking transponder and knew it, he wouldn't have waited until 2 weeks ago to turn it off. So this is some bullshit here.
Captain, I fell out hard. We're not as...
This guy is fucking... This motherfucker is literally pissing me off. I am literally so pissed off.
Speaking terms.
Really? What was that letter Cap sent you at the end of Civil War then? He specifically said, if you need me, I'll be there. All these dudes are superheroes, and they all sense something sinister is happening outside. But instead of instantly leaping into battle, they take several seconds to gape like children at the strange noise, like dickheads. The alien ship causes Peter's spike.
The only dickhead here is you fucking low-life, bum-ass piece of shit, who also probably drinks his problems away. Probably, highly.
Sense to go off, and Homecoming didn't give us any indication Spidey sense even existed. And now this movie is just thrusting it on me like, well, almost like they forgot it was a thing and are only now implementing it.
I need you to cause a distraction.
It was originally always a thing, jackass. If you've watched Spider-Man once in your life, you would know it was a thing way before fucking Homecoming was actually a thing. And Spider-Man 3 was the best. No one could say otherwise. It's always going to be the best. Spider-Man 3 is always going to be the best. There's nothing else that will always best that. And I'm not talking about like the cartoonish like one. Into the Spider-Verse was pretty good. I mean I liked it, but that ain't the ones we're talking. I'm talking about the original 3, Those were the best. Those were the best.
Holy We're all gonna die!
Ned, you are a treasure. Maybe none of the classmates on the bus see Peter do this, but plenty of other drivers and passengers on this bridge do. And in the age of smartphones and dash cams and government surveillance, this transition was definitely seen and captured on film, and Peter's cover is blown forever.
What's the matter with you kids? You never...
What the fuck, you idiot nutskull. It's a movie. Things don't make sense in movies. Oh gosh, kill me, please. Someone put the fucking mystery off of me.
Seen a spaceship before?
Yeah, sure. They've seen a spaceship, and it usually means bad things. I've seen a tornado before. That doesn't mean that when it happens, I'm going to sit on the bus reading Madame Bovary.
Bring me the stone.
Dude, a minute ago, you were making metal fly with the flick of your wrist. Why do you even need the futuristic space axe dude to do this for you?
I need to concentrate here for a second.
Okay, this mother... You know what? Hang on, guys. I got something. You know what I have to say about this dude? You know what it is? I've done this. Also, I've done this with Orochi Yashiro again. Sorry, man. I just feel like a total dick now. And always. Ever then. Yeah, that is the sound of straight up fucking war. That's how I feel. Guys, that's just... Yeah, if you don't know, I'm Sean the Godzilla. That was a Godzilla roar, which means I'm fucking pissed. Which means it's also the sound of my war cry, basically.
It's like he's a huge green boner. And what does that say about his character? That he can only become erect when he's angry. This is the most embarrassing Mark Ruffalo's been since In the Cut.
I am literally fucking pissed off. This motherfucker deserves no mercy. This motherfucker just needs to die. This motherfucker needs to be put in the world's famous concentration camp during World War II. And if you know what it is, go ahead and say it in the comments as well. And also still, put who you think is worse. CinemaSins, Dylan the Hacker, or Raven Queen. Just type in the comments who you think is the worst. My vote is definitely on this motherfucker right here.
I realize that nanobots are legit real-world science, to a degree, but Tony's suit is applying it in ways that make it utterly unbelievable. Here's some shit we definitely won't use later when it could sway the fate of the universe. I mean, there are much more important and dangerous hands that this can be used for to cut off in this film.
Unlock 17A.
Thank f***ing God Stark had pre-designed and built and voice programmed for deployment a space-worthy Iron Spider-Man suit in the, I'm guessing, a few months since Spider-Man Homecoming?
Friday, send him home. Yep.
Why didn't the suit just fly him back to wherever Tony wanted him to go? If you're telling me that the suit doesn't fly, then why doesn't it? If the suit does fly, then there's no need for the parachute send-off, especially if you've got Friday controlling it. Somehow after that massive battle that ended in that one park, Banner retraced his steps and found Tony's phone in the rubble, like a needle in a haystack called, and thinks you're making this too difficult. Well, this is 100%...
Kill me, please. This motherfucker... Kill me, please. End my fucking suffering. This motherfucker makes me want to die. This motherfucker is basically the definition of depression. Fuck out of here, insect. What the fuck? There's an insect flying around pissing me off too, so...
Definitely not a reaction to CinemaSins complaining about text place names in movies being used when they're unnecessary. This is 100% definitely not a reaction to CinemaSins complaining about text place names in movies being used when they are unnecessary. Of all the retro references to make, Groot is playing Defender. What a f***ing infuriating video game. Why is he even playing ancient Earth games anyway? Aren't there modern alien games to download from the Nebula? That Thor is convenient in a lot...
Look. Defender. Look, sir, stop being a prick. Do everyone a favor. Get a gun. Put it in your mouth. Cock it and pull the trigger. Please. Do the whole world a favor. You know what? Fuck the... So I'm slightly getting...
But I do love Fig Newtons. After that encounter with a sudden new alien being, Groot is still playing handheld video games. There comes a point when a parent's got a parent, and clearly no one aboard this ship ever did that. So Groot ends up like that affluenza kid in Texas, and everyone around him acts like, oh snap, he's such a bad seed, why didn't anyone do anything?
He is anxious, angry. He feels tremendous loss and guilt.
So basically every single American then? Or even every human? Aren't we all anxious, angry, and feeling lost these days? Mantis's empath revelations are more obvious than Forrest Whitaker's in Species.
Who the hell are you guys?
That's an awfully rude way to greet people you don't know. I once woke up in this room and this dude tried to do all this gnarly to me with these strange tools, and I was like, who the hell are you? And he said, I'm your f***ing dentist, asshole. Dr. James Packer DDS was tough, but fair.
Thanos retrieves another stone. He'll be too powerful to stop.
He already is.
How exactly did they expect to stop Thanos, who doesn't even need Infinity Stones to be powerful, but already has 2 of them? Plus, Thanos needs Gamora to get the Soul Stone. Keeping Gamora away from Thanos is strategy 101, but because there's no time, they hastily conjure up some no-ass plan. Vision and Wanda are supposedly on the run and hiding out from, I guess, the government, but this apartment or hotel room is large as this looks like a honeymoon, not a couple on the lam. Romancing the stone! Also, they went from kind of maybe flirty to kissy-face hotel buddies, and deeply in love. Entirely off-screen. Look, this is the f***ing MCU. I refuse to believe anything is an accident, and I'm losing sleep trying to unravel the meaning of we will deep fry your kebab. Is it a promise? A threat? A guarantee? A cipher?
What the fuck, dude? I honestly am getting so angry. But I have to keep it down because people are sleeping. And I don't want to wake people up. And those people are my parents. Because I'm 15.
The sign is taking up way more screen space than Wanda's face. It has to mean something. How the f*** did that alien assassin sneak up on an android without being heard or seen or sensed?
The blade. It stopped me from phasing.
That's literally the only explanation this movie's gonna give for why the 2 most powerful Avengers end up needing help from some punchy fools like Black Widow and no longer Captain America. Wanda is hand-to-handing this henchman. She's a magic witch that fooled all the minds of the Avengers with false visions of awful futures at once. Why does she have to throw her mind powers at people? Why did Cap need to make a dramatic entrance into this scene? And why on the other side of the tracks? Why isn't he helping already? And in the time it took both Scarlet Witch and Proxima to figure out who it was, either of them could have potentially won the fight while the other was distracted. Audience applause break. Guns. These henchmen failed to get the stone they were sent after, and they peace out to save their own skin. And I'm pretty sure even they know that Thanos values the stones over his henchmen. So what the f*** are these minions thinking, bailing out like this?
Stay close, check in.
What? Fuck this. This is pissing me way too fucking off. To even continue with this video, it's making me wanna freaking bash my head in with the fucking rock. I literally want to bash my head in with the fucking rock now. It's pissing me that off. And it actually makes me want to go find this Fagface's house, set it on fire with him in it. With him just fucking trapped inside. Literally. If someone could please do that for me. I don't care. Just don't say it's me that told you to do it. Because you guys can go do whatever you want. You guys can do whatever you can. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to do anything I say. You have full control in your head to do something. So, yeah. Anyways, this is the end video because this is pissing me off. Hope you guys are having a good day. And I'll see you in the next video, which is going to come out probably after this video. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Bye-bye.